Have you ever checked your bank account and thought, I didn't even buy anything expensive, so where did all my money go? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. But here's the strange part. Most people assume they're struggling because they don't earn enough. In reality, many aren't losing money because of low income. They're losing it because of something far less obvious. And once you see it, you'll never look at your paycheck the same way again. Because the biggest threat to your finances usually isn't one huge purchase. It's dozens of tiny decisions your brain barely notices. A coffee on the way to work. A subscription you forgot was still active. Late night online shopping after a stressful day. Individually, they don't seem important. Together, they quietly rewrite your bank balance. And here's where psychology becomes fascinating. Your brain wasn't designed to build wealth. It was designed to seek immediate rewards. Thousands of years ago, choosing the reward you could enjoy today often meant survival. Saving for 20 years? Your brain never evolved for that, which explains something that confuses a lot of people. Why do so many budgets fail? Not because people are lazy, not because they're irresponsible, because most budgeting systems ask your brain to make hundreds of tiny financial decisions every single month. Track every purchase, categorize every expense, record every receipt, constantly decide what's allowed and what isn't. The problem isn't your discipline. The problem is decision overload. And the more decisions your brain has to make, the worse those decisions become. Psychologists call this decision fatigue. It's one reason people are far more likely to impulse buy at night than they are in the morning. By the end of the day, your brain craves the easiest reward available, which means the solution isn't forcing yourself to have more willpower. It's needing less willpower in the first place. That's exactly why one simple budgeting framework has remained popular for decades. Not because it's complicated, but because it removes complexity. Instead of controlling every dollar, you only make 3 decisions. It's called the PAHA 50, 30, 20 rule. Here's how it works. 50% of your income goes toward your needs. Rent, groceries, utilities, insurance, transportation. 30% is for the things that make life enjoyable. Restaurants, shopping, streaming services, travel, and the remaining 20% goes directly toward your future. Saving, investing. Paying down high-interest debt. That's it. No endless spreadsheets, no tracking every cup of coffee, no feeling guilty every time you spend money. Let's see what that actually looks like. Imagine you earn $4,000 each month after taxes. Instead of wondering where your money should go every week, you decide once. $2,000 is already assigned to essentials. $1,200 is available for lifestyle spending. And $800 is automatically building your future. Now, something interesting starts happening. The question in your head changes. Instead of asking, can I afford this? You begin asking, which category does this belong to? That sounds like a small shift, but psychologically it's enormous. Because spending is no longer emotional. It's simply following a system you've already decided on. And systems almost always outperform motivation. Motivation disappears. Habits don't. Here's another reason this matters. Imagine 2 people earning exactly the same salary. One makes dozens of money decisions every single day. The other made most of those decisions on payday. By the end of the month, one feels stressed, while the other feels in control. Not because they earn more, because they think less. Their money already knows where it's supposed to go, and over time that difference becomes surprisingly powerful. Let's go back to that $800. If you invested $800 every month for 20 years and earned an average annual return of around 8%, you'd end up with roughly $450,000. Not because you found the perfect investment, not because you got lucky, because you removed thousands of unnecessary decisions and replaced them with one consistent habit. So maybe building wealth doesn't begin with earning more money. Maybe it begins by giving every dollar a purpose before you have the chance to spend it. Because once your money has a structure, you stop wondering where it all disappeared, and you become the one deciding where it goes.